Well, hello there guys, and welcome to our Croatian Legion Let's Play. We're going to be attacking to the north here, guys, where there's been some Soviet activity, and eventually we're going to have to deal with an attack over here in the center. For those of you that didn't see the last battle, you should definitely check it out, and let's see how this goes. Okay guys, so as you can imagine here, this is going to be a massive attack. This will be our largest attack so far, and as many of you know, this scenario is essentially an infantry-based scenario. There's a lot of infantry combat here, so I'm going to go ahead and essentially start a massive assault directly in front of us. I will keep some of these guys, like the AT guns, back, but the rest of these guys are moving forward. It's also dawn, and so it's definitely getting a bit darker, and it's very possible that before the end of the actual episode that we eventually are in a situation where we are fighting at night. I'm not sure 100% on that, but it is very, very possible. So let's keep grabbing these guys. We're going to keep moving them forward. And we also have some artillery here. Somebody else was saying that I didn't know how to use artillery, and they're absolutely right. I look for artillery spotters, which I was always under the impression are these guys right here. So I'm going to keep looking for that spotter so that we can hopefully use the arty. And it should look like a guy kneeling next to a radio. That's what it looks like usually, so I'm just kind of looking around the map. Obviously, I have these units very close together. So for now, let's just go ahead and move with what we've got, hope for the best, and we will get our arty up there very soon. And in fact, I don't even think we're going to need it, because we think we're going to overwhelm the enemy with this attack. Anyway, guys, I shall return when we are in combat. Wish us luck, and wish us victory. Alright, we got our first infantry contacts here, guys. As we're approaching, our guys started dropping a lot of smoke. I was kind of wondering why that was, and we can definitely see here that they are intending to fire. So hopefully we make contact with them right over here. And actually with some of these guys like Arambic, I'm just going to go ahead and defend so that they can return fire. And in fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and defend with the rest of these guys since we've already spotted the enemy. We've got another enemy contact. Where's this one coming from? Behind us? Is that? No, okay, thank goodness. It's coming from across the way there. We've already got artillery set up. And what I've done here, guys, is I gave AI control to the artillery spotter because I could not get a reticule, which I think is just weird. I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with comms, but I couldn't get an actual spot of where the artillery was going to drop. So I just gave AI control to it. Look at that. Already some beautiful shots on the enemy. And of course, we are trying to advance, although we don't really have any specific points to advance to. Now, over there, we've got some enemy AT guns. I think it would be awesome if we could take them out. So I'm going to start attacking. In fact, it looks more like actual enemy artillery, which it very well might be. I'm going to put these guys right here. And I definitely want them to be aware of the enemies right in this area. Let's take a look here at the perspective of this guy right on the front. Juvic, what are you doing? Stay put, man. Looks like there's only one of them. Is that possible? A lot of our guys, as you could take a look, are missing commanders, and this is because of our previous battles. The Soviets did a pretty good job at getting rid of our officer class, although the good news is we did the same to them, so I'm not too upset. And let's actually see Imbrush. These guys are right on the front lines, as you can see, trying to make it forward to the Soviets. And once again, this is not actually a proper battle in terms of victory points. This is just going to be based on kill count and trying to force the enemy to maybe even flee. Alright, Embrush actually hasn't gotten shot. I'm amazed by that. We'll pop up a bit and see if there's any more contact. We're definitely getting some hits, but I think this could be a lot better. So for Sivanovic, I'm just going to go ahead and defend here and make sure that they are totally focused on that area as Embrush is moving forward. Come on, Sivanovic. Definitely want to get to those AT guns if we get a chance. Come on, boys. Nice shooting. Alright, nice. And we're also getting shots on the AT gun. That is a blessing. As you can see, we're actually already dropping some arty. So it's good to see that our artillery is definitely coming in here. And if these guys are actually taking total cover, trying to save themselves. But I would like the arty to start firing in this general direction. Although I think our machine guns can probably handle this assault. This is a major assault. And I think getting into these woods is important. It's not even really woods, more like bushes. Bring in the arty. Keep it up, boys. I hear that arty coming in. Is it coming to hit us? It might be. And don't worry, these little pops... Actually, that is arty. It's actually mortars. But the enemy's definitely dropping some on us for sure. Alright, massive enemy assault here. We've got some nice machine gun units, obviously, back here, guys, that can cover us. And that's the reason I kept a lot of these AT guns back here. I'm thinking that maybe they could be the difference between victory and defeat on this front. In fact, I want to make sure Zorn... You guys remember Zorn from the last battle? I want to make sure he focuses entirely on these guys right here. Let's take a look at good old Zorn. You better be shooting, man. I'm amazed they probably got resupplied because they spent a lot of rounds last battle. Come on, man. Raise that gun a little bit and fire. Boom! Got some nice artillery coming in on the main battlefield over there to the left, guys. So we know that our men are spotting the enemy. But at this point, Zorn is not doing much. We need to let the enemy approach a little bit more. What about Vinga? I want him to aim at the enemy over here and focus on them. Nice! There we go. Zorn is starting to fire now. I like that. And those guys are stuck on what looks like... I guess it's a little pond, but it looks like maybe a mud flat. Could be. I'm not really sure. Alright, here we go. Nice. Unbelievable. We definitely see that already coming in. Some of the enemies have already broken our lines, and you can see our men... Oh, one of them just got hit by friendly fire right there in the leg. That is not good. We're going to keep moving forward, and we've got some enemies over here in the bush, too. So I'm going to approach with an assault. Make sure that our guys are very, very prepared for any possible issues. We've also got a lot of machine guns, mortars, etc. over here, and I think it's very important to move them over here as soon as possible to assist with that massive Soviet wave attack. So we'll keep moving these guys forward. Come on, boys. Keep up the shots, boys. Keep up the shots. Take a look here. We've got a few guys back here. Slavenovic. I just don't really want to move them. And sadly, they don't have trenches, but they're going to have to make do with what they have. Let's go ahead and make sure that they're firing just at these guys on the mud flats. That's just what I'm going to refer to that area until somebody tells me different. Maybe it's not a mud flat, but yes, our men are firing at it. Beautiful work. Keep shooting, men. For Croatia. Okay, our men have also spotted some positions over here. Look at that, boys. That's looking pretty neat, pretty nasty. Alright, so as you can see here, I take Francic. And what should happen is reticule should pop up. None of them are popping up. So I'm going to set a fire sector. And I'm hoping this works. I don't think this will. Basically, so he knows only supposed to be firing at that general area. I'm going to also call a target. Oh-ho! Boys and girls, we may be working with something here. So this is target 4. I'm going to hope that that's good enough. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to bring in some incendiary rounds. Actually, I'd rather bring in high explosives. And we are going to bring it in now, guys. Hoping for the best here to hit these guys with a massive artillery barrage. A lot of them are moving in, so this would be perfect timing. For Croatia, we have plenty. Come on, men. I wonder if we could set a second target. We might be able to. I don't want to do it yet, though. I'm nervous that we're going to lose the first. Yeah, we are going to lose the first if we do that. So let's focus just on that central area, really. Thinking like right there. Dude, these guys are way too far ahead. I did not mean for this to happen. But they are here, so let them stay and hope for the best. Rashovic, try to get back here, you fools. Enemies are all over the place. So we're going to need that arty, and we're going to need it very soon. The arty is firing. Artillery strike. What the hell is it doing back here? See, this is what I'm talking about, boys and girls. This is what I'm talking about. And we're canceling the arty strike. So once again with Francic, we are trying to set a target. And now we can't even set a target. This is the issue I'm thinking with this situation. Could be that he got hit, but I don't think he did. So we're just going to have to hope for the absolute best. Hope that our men know to drop some arty in that direction. We are getting some really good gunfire down there, so hopefully that'll make up for the lack of artillery. But man, is that annoying. You guys saw that, didn't you? Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, keep moving, boys. Your machine guns are too far back. I'm gonna get these machine guns a bit closer here. And I want these guys moving into the bush as soon as possible. They're getting great shots from here, actually, so I might leave them just because they've got elevation and some decent cover. It's kind of hard to watch here, and the enemy is asking for a ceasefire. Okay, thank goodness. This definitely lets me know that we want to keep the fight up and try to get as many enemy kills as we can. We'll keep trying to call in the arty. I'm hoping that maybe the PC, or I should say the AI, can deal with that. Come on, Francic, you idiot. Alright, I'm going to call it in again. I'm sure it's going to pop up in the wrong area. Somebody's going to have to put in the comments down below how I find it, because as you can see, I don't see any arty spots at all. Not a single one. I'm looking all over the map. None of those markers are popping up. Sometimes they do, and apparently sometimes they just don't. So we're shit out of luck on that respect. Let's get out of here. I'm still going to call in another strike, hoping that this works. Just to make sure, we'll keep moving those machine gunners up so that they don't get caught in the strike. And actually, they're already moving forward, so they should be okay. Some of these guys definitely need to get farther up field if they want to be of any help. Also, we'll keep attacking with these guys. We're already launching an assault on their western, or their eastern flank, actually. Wondering if this has to do with our lack of commanders. Maybe that's the reason our artillery is not responding very well. Come on, boys, stay alive. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Why are you not shooting, you fools? Ah, you have no ammunition. Kuchina, guys, is out of ammo. That is a serious problem. We're going to try to get him off the line. Artillery strike. And, of course, it's going to be all the way back here with no way to change it. Beautiful. That's the second. And the third is all the way here. And just no way to change that. Look at that. You deserve it, Orshan. Okay. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Look at this. We've got a nice firing line at this point over here. I think what we want to do is just aim the enemy and open up. Kill everything in front of you, boys. So the fact is they have not taken our location at all. We've definitely won this battle. You know, sometimes Graviteam Tactics will say we lost and we didn't. But the fact is that I'm not even sure if it's worth continuing. At the same time, I'm thinking maybe we should keep pushing and keep trying to kill as many of the enemies as possible. That's why I'm not accepting the ceasefire yet, and hoping that we can get some nice shots, even with guys like Jorn all the way over here. I mean, look at that. He can't fire at that range. Come on, man. Should be able to. And we'll actually aim in that general direction. It's quite a ways away. It's almost a kilometer away, so that makes sense. And no one's breaking in on this right side. Impossible. Alright, this is another attack we do have to pay attention to. And Giallo, I think, can basically just stay here. Kovac, you're leading this assault. Give them hell. Awesome. We see some Soviet commissars over here. As you can see, those AT guns we wanted to take out, they are totally destroyed. And that is an arty attack, without a doubt. You can just tell by the devastation, the craters. So this area was hit pretty hard by arty. But now that we're attacking on both flanks, I think we're going to get an amazing attack. Look at this. They're getting hit from all sides. Unbelievable. Let's take a look over here at their main area. So definitely dropped some stuff on them. It may have been just mortars, but for sure they got hit with something. Everybody's taking cover. Let's try to round up some prisoners. Oh, not another commander killed. Unfortunately, we have another guy down. Vasovich. This is the guy without the ammunition. I want to get to that line, that tree line. I want to make sure these guys are also concerned with the guys directly ahead of them. And guys like Jefak, they're not really made to actually have combat duties. They're just communications guys. But they can get a shot off or two. Enough to win the battle. There we go, captives taken. Beautiful. So some of these Soviets are giving up. And that's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, let's keep it up. Remember, guys, this was our assault. That's another reason we should probably finish this up, because if we declare this assault, we're not just going to give up because the enemy wants a ceasefire, because they haven't been able to break through. We're going to keep attacking. Look at those explosions. Beautiful. We got mortars coming in, and a lot of these guys were just dropping all over the place. There's some panic, and it's actually amongst our lines, and it's Zakovich. I don't blame him one bit. I just don't want to be taken prisoner by the Soviets. So let's keep attacking over here. Keep on shooting, boys. He's trying to hit that commissar. These guys are fired up for combat. Look at that, guys. Absolutely beautiful. And a bunch of dead commissars littering our way. So look at that. We're trying to get rid of their officer class too. That's something I do in almost every Graviteam game. Not every campaign. If I'm facing Mujahideen, I don't generally worry as much about the officers. In this case, killing the officers is going to greatly reduce the strength of the Soviet army and possibly allow us to win a very quick victory. Keep it up, boys. Zovich may not even be able to spot the enemy here. Come on, man. Yeah, he sees him. Look at that, guys. Absolutely beautiful. And in some of the best cover ever. I think these are cornfields. I could be mistaken. It looks like corn to me. And that continuous machine gun fire is always going to get some targets. You already see a few of them down. These guys should just surrender, really. As you can see, they've got some trenches here. I didn't even notice the trenches until now. So they've left their trenches. They might still be occupied, but that's definitely not something I would do. And it may lead to their defeat. At this point, their only chance of survival is going to be retreat. I'm not going to allow them to just take a ceasefire. And look at that. Thank you, AI. So the AI did call in some arty. And maybe it's because I switched over to AI that the arty didn't work as well as I expected it to. From now on, I'll just set a target. But usually the targets are given to you and you can move them around. So that's why I was a bit confused. I don't like that they're in the woods over here, but I'm not about to leave my post over here. Oh my goodness, Jervina's right here, guys. This is really, really close combat. Look at that, Soviets right there. Trying to move through the swamps. Come on, Jerlina. Going in for the close combat attack. One down, guys. Beautiful. Shot another one. Oh, give the man an iron star. And this Soviet's going to get back up despite the fact that he's basically drowned, which is just funny. Here we go. Come on, boys. Look at that, guys. Unbelievable. We are now at the tree line. Much safer position, of course. And actually, with some of these guys, I'm just going to defend here. Nezhavich, same thing. He's got ammo. Just stay put, son, and hit as many of the enemies as possible. Soviets will not forget this battle, and we're going to be taking a shitload of territory. Oh, loving the machine gun fire. Apparently, we also destroyed one of these guns, which is just an added bonus, really. Now, we are approaching the trenches, guys, and there is a little cause for concern because we don't know if they're occupied. It's really hard to see if anybody's in a trench until you get, like, right up on it. In this case, I'm just keeping the guys back, as you can see here, and just providing some constant suppressive fire on the enemy. Hopefully, we'll grab a few kills as well. And we even have some machine guns out here. It's beautiful. Although Zubovic should be a little less stingy with his ammunition. We've got plenty, and we've got supply trucks on the way, Zubovic. Don't be afraid. At this point, I might go ahead and do a full-on assault. There you go. He's firing, just to see if we can grab some prisoners. So here we go, boys. Best of luck. Some guys over there on the right side, too, we are definitely going to have to be aware of, but I think they're not going to pose too much of a problem. A lot of these guys, though, Petrovic, Varoshevich, Galic, and even Kuchina, they got hit pretty badly in this battle. It's not like we came out of this with no casualties whatsoever. Nice. Think it's time to move these boys up? I think it is. Captives taken. That's what I want to see, guys. More Soviet prisoners. Not even sure if these guys can make it off the field. There's so much gunfire going on. But look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are bullets popping off everywhere. I'm very doubtful that these guys are going to make it off. They're lucky we're not using our artillery right now, or else they would be toast. Don't think they will last very long in the hands of Croatians. That is kind of a scary thought. Alright, I can just see so many grays. So many gray spots on that field, guys. Some of them, of course, approaching us are just prisoners. Our men are pretty aware of that. But as you can see, the closer they get, the more dangerous their odds get. And each of these bullets are just missing them by just mere meters, really. Not even meters, maybe like half a meter. Best of luck to you, prisoners. Alright, we're approaching that central area. And I'll be damned if the enemy does not retreat here. Forward, men. Now this is a Croatian attack, and it is awesome. I want to make sure these guys know if they're going to run, we're going to chase them. We're not just going to simply accept a ceasefire and allow them to get away with this. We are going to keep on going. Look at that, another prisoner. Now they're just giving up left and right, which is exactly what we wanted. But we're taking a big risk here. I mean, obviously our guys are taking hits. There's some mortar rounds coming in. This is a dangerous area. This battlefield is dangerous for everybody, even in terms of friendly fire, crossfire. But we're hoping that that's not going to be as much of an issue. Now, we've got some more enemy contact. We've got to be aware of that. Over there, moving near the swamps. It's pretty far from any of my positions. But I'll move Shorgund over here to just look at the enemy, at least. And if you feel so inclined, to try to take a few shots. Getting scared to admit, I might have to accept that ceasefire sooner or later, if that right side is a lot stronger than anticipated. Come on, boys. You can do this. Boom. Cannot hide. Alright, gotta watch those guys on the left side. And actually, Zubovic is doing a great job with them. Ooh, we got some mortar fire coming in. A lot of mortar fire. 3 in one area? 4? My goodness. I think the threat is pretty much neutralized, guys. Shoot, grenade, Stellengranat. Boom. One of the grenades took one out. That one I didn't think was going to explode. It did, but it looks like that guy took most of the blast. That guy's going to take the full blast right in the back. I'm going to be amazed if he gets back up. But he could. That's shrapnel damage mostly. And it looks like, yes, he's back up, but not in a very good... No, he's dead. No, he's dead. Never mind. Alright, great job. At this point, I might take some of these guys, send them over here. We've got some more captives, of course, and now the arty is coming in big time, guys. Looks like the AI really is dropping it at this point. Which they wouldn't, because Galic is running like crazy through here, trying to get some kills. Let's take a look at the captives. Alright, good. Very good. Trenches are also going to fall into our hands for the upcoming battles. Although since we're on the offensive, I don't think we're going to need these trenches. We're probably not going to be using them all that much. Keep going, men. Boom! Look at that already, guys. Oh, just getting rid of the last few remnants of enemy activity over here. God love them. And there we go. The enemy retreated. Probably about damn time, I must say. Look at that. Boom. Good time for the enemy to get the hell out of here. And that is going to be a total victory for us. I can't wait to see the stats of that actual victory. That should be really, really cool. I think we taught the enemies a lesson on this day. And seriously hurt their morale. And look at that, more enemy captives, guys. We took them all. We got it. Our actual mission was accomplished. I wanted to take those last enemy captives, and that is a bunch of enemy prisoners. They know they have no chance at survival if they keep fighting. Some of them are stubborn over here, but they're not going to be around for long. And actually, one of them just threw a grenade at our guy, and he was just saved by the bell. It was a draw, which is a little bit weird because we took all of their territory. And if we take a look over here, we lost 21 men killed, 30 heavily wounded, 20 wounded. The enemy lost 68 men killed, 84 heavily wounded, 14 missing, that's our 14 prisoners, and 8 wounded. We crushed these guys. So now let's take a look at the actual map and see where we stand. Okay, guys, so as you can see over here, platoon defeated. We took this entire area. The scary thing now is that with our limited, how should I say this, our limited ammunition and group, etc., we're being attacked on both sides. And we are trying to get this tank to move in here this turn so that we can eventually take on this enemy tank, but that could take a little while. So let's wish the best for our men. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the casualty count right now. 225 killed on our side, 377 killed on the enemy side, and we captured 48 of them. That's a lot of guys to question. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps. Share this video with your friends and have an awesome, awesome day.